Hello everyone. So this is for week 1, discussion 1, and I'm going to jump right into it because it's supposed to be around 3 minutes, and I think I might go on a little bit. So the question that we're answering is, how do you create a classroom conducive to learning? And the first thing that came to mind for me, I work at a private school. I'm a PE coach. I took over halfway through the year. And so for my classroom environment, I set these PE expectations, and, my main one is trust. The students have to trust that they can try their hardest and maybe not be made fun of. They have to trust that what I'm teaching them, is what's best for them. They have to trust each other, trust the support staff. So that's a big part of my classroom. And then a little strategy that I used, I'm going to kind of tell a little bit of a story really quick to give you some background on it. For my class, when I first started, I really had to earn that trust from the students. I started, I say halfway in, it wasn't really, it was a couple months in to the school year. I was the third PE coach by then. They had already had 2 before me. It had only been a few months. So I really didn't have any trust from them when I started. Their main question, when I asked if they had any questions, was, so when are you going to quit? That was the first thing. I was like, wow, I really don't have any trust from these students. I'm not going to get them to participate. I'm not going to get the best out of them. They're not going to get the best out of me if I don't think they trust me. So I decided to do a little trust strategy with them. First things first, I wanted to build that trust between me and them. So students and teacher. I broke my students into 3 groups. I had one group with me, the other 2 groups with the other support staff doing a different activity. So the group with me participated in that little trust activity. I first told them a little bit about myself, my background, the reasons that I wanted to be a PE teacher, the reasons why I took the job at this school, the reasons why I wanted to teach them, really what sports mean to me, and the fact that I want sports to mean the same thing to them. After I showed them that I trusted them with some personal information about myself, I asked them, kind of those same questions. So next was time for that trust activity. I put a blindfold on, and I trusted them to guide me through a playground, the playground that we have on campus. It's short, it's tight, so I had to really trust that they weren't going to have me bonk my head, get caught in a tight spot. They loved it. They liked the fact that, I was totally vulnerable to them. Some of them, of course, had me hit my head, made the jokes, but at the end it really built that trust with them, even the ones who had me, kind of run into the swings and all that. So it was just a really good bonding and trusting experience between us. And then after that, to kind of build that trust even further between student to student, I had them do it. They had a partner, they guided each other through. I wanted them to build that same trust that I had with them. And so the reason I, think trust is so big is because if students don't trust, they're not really going to try. What's the point if they're going to get made fun of? And that's a big one for me, is just, I want them to make that effort. I want them to try to learn, to try new things, and they're not going to be able to do that without that trust. And then to wrap it up kind of on that, that grading system. My class is not graded, unfortunately, because of the school I am at. PEs looked more as like a break from being in the classroom, which is fine. But I really wanted a grading system. So my students earn points. And after they get to a certain amount of points, they can earn a homework pass. They can earn, you know, a day out of PE, a day being a teacher with me. And I use different colors on a sheet to indicate how they earn those points. And they can see their points at any time that they want. And they earn these points from different PE expectations. That's one of the things we go over right when we meet in the morning. You know, how do you like trust, respect, sportsmanship, being kind to each other. So each color represents a point that they've earned. So red would be for effort. A blue point shows that they've been showing a lot of kindness to each other. Purple would be first time listening. I'm K through 8, so that's a big one. Pink would be trying something even if they didn't want to, trying something that was out of their comfort zone. And by using this color system, it really shows that they can see exactly how they're earning their points and exactly what they are not earning points for. If they're earning a lot of points for red, that's awesome, right? They're putting in a lot of effort. They're really trying. If they're not earning any points for pink, right? They're not really getting out of their comfort zone. They're doing what I know they can do. Then it shows, right? They show, oh, okay, you know, I haven't really been, yeah, I've been putting in effort, but I haven't really been going out of my comfort zone and trying new things. I've been doing the same, you know, throwing technique instead of trying a different way. And it really, it shows what, you know, what they could work on, what they could improve on. So that's my discussion post for week 1, and I look forward to watching or reading everyone else's.